The Red Skelton Hour, show number 1007, Rupert the Stupert, VTR 10-4-62, air date 4-23-63. I've been on longer than the show. From Television City in Hollywood.
Well, sir, now let's have a look. Yes, sir, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. The best propeller money can buy.
Turn back the clock to those gentle, sentimental days of yore. Princes and dukes and their vassals lived in castles by the score. Needless to say, you're invited as we try to recapture the past. And you should all be delighted when you see who will be in the cast. Our guest stars, Charlie Ruggles, Jules Munchin, our special guest star, Jane Powell. David Rose and his orchestra. The modern airs with Paula Kelly. Brought to you by
Mazola corn oil, Mazola margarine, and Mazola salad dressings. You'll eat well but wisely with this nutritious combination for cutting down saturated fat. All famous products of Best Foods.
And here is our star, Red Skelton.
Hey, you know who used to do that all the time? Milton Berle, remember? Thank you and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight our show is about a mythical kingdom. Tic-tac-totem, Well, we're off to a good start. And kleptomania. There used to be 3 of them, but kleptomania stole one country. I love foreign countries. You can tell by the way I talk. Hey, you know, I went around the world once in 8 days. I didn't do it on purpose. I got my tie caught in Bob Hope's suitcase. You know, I took a trip last week, and I met Dean Martin at the airport. I don't think he was going on a long trip. He just had his overnight bottle with him. You know, everybody's getting ready to go on vacations and stuff now. I don't think I'd go to Europe this year because it's such a cold winter, you know. Only one guy over there managed to keep warm. That was Richard Burton. And he hasn't been feeling well. You know, I don't know why we always kid Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor, you know. They're just the same as anybody else, and what idiot wrote that? Hey, I got some stories to tell you about animal stories. The polar bear, the mama polar bear and the papa polar bear are sitting on the ice, see? And the little polar bear says, I don't care what you say, that's cold. And the mama owl and the papa owl, they're sitting on the branch and they're staring at the little owl. And the little owl says, but I don't want to hoot, Mommy, it scares me. Oh, and the bats. Two bats are hanging up upside down. See, and the little bat is sitting up straight. He says, I can't do it. Give me a lousy headache. And the camels are walking along, and the little camel says, they're nuts. It's only 5 days, and I'm thirsty. You know, when you travel, wives, take them with you. Take your wife with you, because they get suspicious. I was in Italy, see, all by myself, and I sent a telegram to Georgia, and I said, enjoying Florence immensely. Oh. Just put a detective on my trail. In a restaurant in Germany, you know what I did? I got slapped in the face. I walked up to the waitress, and I says, I hear that you got pig's knuckles and fat knockwursts. And in Spain, I couldn't explain to the waitress what I wanted, see? So I drew a picture of a steak and a couple of mushrooms. What do you think they brought me? A bull and 2 umbrellas. Gertrude and Heathcliff. They're flying. Let's fly over to Russia. I'd like to drop in on my cousin, the one that laid 500 eggs. Gertrude, your cousin is a boy. Boy birds don't lay eggs. She says, in Russia, there's no excuse.
Be active, feel young, join America's swing to fitness.
Millions of Americans are doing just that. They eat well, but wisely, with Mazola corn oil and Mazola margarine. Mazola corn oil, because Mazola cuts down saturated fat in the diet. In delicious salad dressings and tender, juicy fried foods, Mazola cuts down saturated fat when used instead of some more saturated fats and oils. There's no more delicious way to eat well, but wisely. Mazola margarine, because the pure liquid Mazola corn oil in Mazola margarine has less saturated fat than the hydrogenated oil most other margarines use. Yes, less saturated fat. And Mazola margarine has a light, golden, delicious flavor that makes everything taste its Sunday best. So eat well, but wisely. Cut down saturated fat with Mazola corn oil and Mazola margarine.
From the number one name in laundry starch come the two most convenient ways to starch. 1, washer starching with instant Niagara. 2, touch-up starching with Niagara spray starch. Only Niagara gives you these two exclusives. Instant Niagara gives a beauty treatment to all your larger items, and it's the only dry starch you can pour right from the package into your washer. It penetrates deep into fabrics to give long-lasting beauty to curtains, soft, new loveliness to table linens, cool freshness to sheets and pillowcases. So many things look nicer automatically thanks to Niagara's exclusive washer starching method. And now there's new Niagara spray starch for touch-up starching of children's dresses, blouses, shirt collars. It's the only spray starch with SL32, the magic ironing aid that makes ironing a breeze. For the two most convenient ways to starch, Niagara.
Tonight, Red Skelton, Jane Powell, Charlie Ruggles, and Jules Munchin in Rupert the Stupid.
Hey, Paul!
What is it, Clem?
What's the word you say when you hit your finger with the hammer?
Ow.
What was the word again, Paul?
Ow.
Ow! Hey, how come I bleed blue?
Because all us cadiddle hoppers bleed blue.
Yeah?
That's because we're descended from royalty.
You mean I'm a Kennedy?
No, Clem, I mean we're blue-blooded.
Oh, well, I always knew you were the blue blood. But every time you get mad, it surges through your face. You can see it. It's a blue surge.
Clem Cadiddle Hopper.
Yeah?
You are the great-grandson of Rupert the Stupid.
I am? Ooh, I am?
Now, he was the crown prince of Tic-Tac-Tonia.
No kidding. Well, tell me about it, Paul. And tell it loud so they can hear the plot. Yeah. You better pay attention, because this is the only chance you're going to get to hear what this is all about.
All right, son, listen.
Once we get started, we may get to do anything.
Are you listening to me?
I'm listening. Not hard, though. Go ahead, tell it.
All right.
Listen now.
Now, once upon a time, there were two itsy-bitsy countries. The kingdom of kleptomania, and on the other side of the street, the kingdom of Tic-Tac-Tonia. Now, the kingdom of Tic-Tac-Tonia was ruled over by a very lovable, very old, and very dying king, King Marvin the Eighth. Oh, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I don't like the sound of your groans.
Well, what do you expect from a king? Stereo?
Your Majesty, we must make a decision. The royal doctor gives you 1 month to live.
1 month, huh? Well, with my luck, it'll probably be February with only 28 days.
Oh, sire, I don't like the sound of that cough. We must send for your son, the crown prince.
What for? He can't cough any better than I can.
This is not a laughing matter.
The audience seems to share that opinion. The least they could do is to spare a few chuckles for a dying king.
Sire.
It was quite silent there on that one, too.
Sire, there's no time to lose. We must bring Prince Rupert back from the University of Heidelberg.
What? In the middle of the dueling season?
But this is an emergency. The fate of our kingdom is at stake. With your permission, I will send a telegram.
Yes. Send it collect. The treasury is in terrible shape.
The king is dead! Long live the king!
The king is dead? Oh, maybe they know something I don't know.
Here's our royal classmate, Crown Prince of Tic-Tactonia.
Prince Rupert the Stupid! Hi!
Hi, Rupert.
Hi! Hi, Rupert! Hi!
Hi.
Hi, what?
Hi, Waffle.
Rupert! Rupert!
Just in time for breakfast, Your Highness.
We haven't seen you in a week. Where have you been?
Oh, I've been busy shooting grouse.
You were shooting grouse?
I had to. They caught me kissing Mrs. Grouse.
Good morning, Rupert.
Oh, good morning. Well, here's my glass. Oh, good heavens. Looks like the drinks are on me.
Well, what'll we drink to?
Well, what is today?
Tuesday.
Well, let's drink till about Friday.
Rupert!
You hit my head. You hit my head. Why did you hit my head?
To Rupert! Hold it!
Turn around. That's better.
The Stupid!
You did it again. Why did you did it again?
Oh, Rupert, I forgot. Here's a telegram that came for you.
Telegram for me? Yes. Good heavens. Then I must read it. If I don't, we'll have a very short show. Just as I supposed.
What?
Just as I suspected. Gesundheit. Just as I suspected. I can't read.
It says that your father, the king, is practically in his grave and he wants you with him.
Say if there's room enough for two in there?
The next king of Tic-Tactonia, Rupert the First.
To Rupert!
Right.
To Rupert! To Rupert! The First!
And now here's a word from our alternate sponsor, Johnson's Wax.
Now that's what I call shine. I've never seen a floor with so much shine.
That's because you've never seen new formula Glow Coat on a floor before. It's in stores now. Johnson's new hard gloss Glow Coat with newly discovered brighteners for shine and special hardeners for toughness. Glow Coat's tougher and brighter than ever. New Glow Coat can take heavy punishment like this because it dries as hard as a solid vinyl floor. That means when you have new hard gloss Glow Coat on your floors, the tough, bright shine you get is the tough, bright shine you keep. So look for this new round Glow Coat container from Johnson's Wax, the folks who know most about shine. It's in stores now with newly discovered brighteners for shine, special hardeners for toughness. You'll get the toughest, brightest shine in Glow Coat history.
Shh! The king is dying.
What are you shushing me for? I'm the king. What's that?
That must be your son, the crown prince.
Oh, my. Can you imagine how much noise he'd make if he rode a horse?
Your Majesty, I'm sure you'd want to talk to him alone.
Oh, I don't care so
That's
much.
the ring for the Herald. Announcing direct from Heidelberg, His Royal Highness, Crown Prince Rupert!
I thought I left you guys in Heidelberg. Hello, Father. I got here much faster than I could.
Oh, what are you groaning for? You just got here.
I know, but somebody put spikes on your crown here.
My boy, I want you to make yourself comfortable because I want to have a talk with you.
You do?
Yes.
What is it?
Now, Rupert, my stupid son. Your old Popsy is at the end of his tether.
Oh, nutty, what?
Yes. I have hardening of the arteries. I have cirrhosis of the liver. I have arthritis, neuritis, and I may very well have gallbladder trouble.
Well, Father, as long as you're healthy.
Healthy?
You must be healthy if you got all them diseases, boy. If you're still alive, you must be healthy.
We have a very poor kingdom here.
Oh.
Yes. And our only hope for survival is for us to merge with kleptomania. That's the kingdom across the street.
What do we need kleptomania for?
For parking. Without parking space nowadays, we can't get any tourists, you know that.
You ever try getting a loan from America?
Yes, I've thought of that, but we've never threatened them with war, and we've never thrown rocks at their vice presidents, and we've never tried to undersell them in the world market.
We'll never get a dime from America. We're too friendly.
So there is only one chance. I have arranged a royal marriage.
A royal marriage? With Carolyn?
You and Princess Jane of kleptomania.
Oh?
Yet the merger will save our country.
It will?
Uh-huh. Now promise me, Rupert. Promise me that you and Princess Jane will become bride and groom.
I promise. Which do you want me to be?
How can my son be so stupid? I've got to make the proper arrangements. I want you to ring for the Prime Minister. Ring for the Prime Minister.
Hey, Prime Minister!
No, not that way. Pull the sash, pull the cord.
Princess Jane! Princess Jane! Princess Jane!
Maximilian! Oh, how dare you kiss a princess without permission?
But you've been hinting that you sort of like me.
Whoever gave you that idea?
You mean it's all over between us?
Yes, I must marry another. To save kleptomania, I must marry Prince Rupert the Stupid.
Has he proposed to you yet?
No. He was on his way over here this morning, but he can't swim. He has to wait until it's low tide in the moat.
But how can you marry a man you don't love?
Look, Max, when you're in this royalty game, that's the way the old crown crumbles. Would you, Maximilian?
Certainly, my love.
Thanks a million, Maximilian. Goodbye, Max. Do you realize this is the last time we'll ever swing together?
down my wisteria. Princess Jane, I'm the prince from across the street. And my goodness. Could you hold it a minute? My father said we should marry, so our children will have a mother. Hey, you'll stop. If I ever catch you, I'll probably be too tired to remember what I was dating you for. If you ever come by again, I'll give you a wedding ring, an engagement ring. There.
Should I call an eye specialist?
No, call a stomach specialist. I think that's where you pushed my eye to. Yeah, there's the little rascal. Steal our ships now because we now have a seeing eye at the naval base. There it is. There it is. For a minute I thought it was gone forever. I wonder if it's all right. Yeah, perfect. Right where it was before.
Before you go on, there's something you must know.
Yeah? What?
There must be something you must know.
Princess, I want to ask you, would you...
Oh, if you're asking me to marry you, the question, the answer is yes, yes, yes.
Really, really, really?
But I want you to know that I have given my heart to another.
Oh, that... Then what?
I have given my heart to another.
Well, don't worry, Princess. You'll be surprised what you can do with leftovers.
Mazola corn oil, Mazola margarine, Mazola salad dressings, and Knorr soups, now with 9 delicious flavors, all famous products of Best Foods, have brought you this portion of the Red Skelton Hour. The second half of the Red Skelton Hour is being brought to you by New Pink Liquid Swan, the dishwashing liquid with the long-lasting suds, the grease-cutting suds.
Excuse me.
What did you do?
Would you mind if I kiss the bride goodbye?
Be my guest. That's goodbye. I'd hate to see him say hello. Hey, I don't be a spoiled sport, but you're holding up my wedding.
Good grief. If you're jealous already, what will our married life ever be like?
Now, let's get one thing straight. He's not coming on the honeymoon. Come on, break it up now. Break it up. You're going to wear out her kisser.
Honey, do you always cry at weddings?
No, only when them idiots put things like this on my foot.
Do you mind if I kiss the bride?
Oh, but you're not supposed to kiss the bride until after the wedding, sire.
I may not last that long. Would you?
You better give me a kiss, too. I may go before he does.
Before I pronounce you man and wife, is there anyone here who objects to this union?
I do.
What are you going to do? You can't even
I do.
Stop! I say, stop! Oh, these compact litters are murder. Do you dare strike the face of a crown prince?
Does that answer your question?
Do you know what this means?
What does what mean?
This!
Wait, will you mind using the other end? It don't have the button in it.
Don't you know what this means? This!
Yeah, it means I better find out. I'm going to get my head beat over.
I don't know. You probably never learned anything at that college there. What was that? Idlewild?
Heidelberg.
Now you know what this is. This means that you are a coward. This means that you are challenged to a duel.
Begging your pardon, sire, but this means that he is a coward, and this is the duel challenge.
Oh, you sure? Well, I thought it was the other way around. If this was the first way, that was the
No, your majesty. This is a coward, and this is the duel challenge.
Wait a minute. You're both wrong. This means you're a coward, and so does this.
I'm going to kill you. Reach for your sword.
Okay, Marty. Well, if Johnny ever steps back in those windows, I'm ready for him. Here. On guard. On guard. Clear the runway. You had enough?
All right, Rupert, according to the rules of dueling, I can't kill you unless you have a sword in your hand.
Well, whoever made up that rule must have had me in mind. Is that your sword?
Yes.
Then you fight him the duel.
Wait a minute, you coward. You have stained the family escutcheon.
Oh? I did? Well, maybe if I turned around, it wouldn't show.
Fight, you coward. Fight.
Oh, Here you are. Tired?
Look what you did!
That'd be $1.75 for a haircut.
$1.75.
Yes, I always charge a quarter extra when you use that greasy kid stuff. If I was, I'd have never used that last line. What's up?
Did you get a load of that girl in the third row?
Well, we...
To Rupert, my idol.
How'd you know I was out of work?
To Rupert! To Rupert!
I knew if I waited, it would work.
That's Rupert!
Well, there's one reason why some parts of my laundry get dirtier than others. And because they do, I use new formula whisk. Unlike powders, whisk puts its strength where the dirt is. Take half a cup, Pour some full strength on extra dirty places, then add the rest to clean your whole wash. Whisk will wash everything cleaner because Whisk puts its strength where the dirt is.
And now a word about Lifebuoy.
Active people, ask yourself, is an underarm deodorant all the protection you need?
What about the other 95% of you underarm deodorants never touch?
Protect the other 95% with utterly new Lifebuoy. Look, Lifebuoy leaves invisible deodorant Purulent Plus all over your body. Protects against odor, in most instances for over 24 hours. So protect the other 95% of you with Lifebuoy. Mild, fragrant, completely new Lifebuoy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jane Powell with the Modern Airs and Paula Kelly.
Through the sky, gleaming its eye, bright as a rose. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach, under a tree. I got a feeling there's a miracle due, gonna come through, coming to me. Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. With a click, with a shock, phone will jingle, door will knock, open the light. Something's coming, don't know when, but it soon. Catch the moon, one-handed catch. Around the corner of Richmond, the river, come on, deliver to me. Will it be? Yes, it will. Maybe just by holding still, it'll be there. Come on, something, come on in. Don't be shy, meet a guy. Pull up a chair. The air is coming, and something great is coming.
Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. Something's coming. With a click, with a shock, phone will jingle, door will knock. Open the latch. Something's coming, don't know when, but it's soon. Catch the moon, one-handed catch. Something's coming.
The air is coming, and something great is coming. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on the beach, maybe tonight could be. Who knows? Who Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog barks, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. bright winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites and the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things. Simply remember my favorite things. And then I don't feel so
We heard the story of a wealthy girl who needed relaxation. She felt she had to leave the social world to take a long vacation. And so she hopped the ship for a pleasure trip to an island far away. Some enchanted bay where she wouldn't say. Too bad she never bothered to explain her final destination, because there was an awful hurricane with lots of devastation. It's true they all suspect that her ship was wrecked and she sank to the bottom of the sea. But we think that we know just where she may be.
Hello. No, this is Beachcomber 2. Oh.
I've got an island in the Pacific, and everything about it is terrific. I got the sun to tan me, palms to fan me, and an occasional man. I love my island, it's very lazy. If I should ever leave it, I'd be crazy. I got papayas, peaches, sandy beaches, and an occasional man. When I go swimming, I am always dressed in style. 'Cause I go swimming wearing just a great big smile. My little island was made for pleasure, and in the cool of evenings it's a treasure. And when the hour grows later, what is greater than an occasional
here's a word from our alternate sponsor, Parliament Cigarettes.
This stuntman knows the value of an extra margin in the protective padding he wears in the cigarette he smokes.
Every Parliament gives you extra margin.
Extra margin because Parliament puts the filter where it does you the most good. Recessed a neat, clean quarter-inch away. Extra margin because tobacco tastes best when the filter's recessed.
No doubt about the filter, no doubt about the flavor. Parliament gives you extra margin. Parliament gives you extra margin. The filter's recessed and made this day a neat, clean quarter-inch away. Parliament gives you extra margin. Parliament gives you extra margin. You're smoking neat, you're smoking clean with Parliament today.
Tonight, Red Skelton and Jules Munchin in The Silent Spot. Red will be back in a minute. Next week, Red's guests will be Pat Carroll, Forrest Tucker, and George Appleby. And now another word from our sponsor of this portion of the Red Skelton Hour, Lever Brothers.
Well, that's the last pan, Ruth. Ruth?
Oh, look, Ann, the meat platter.
Oh, well, just give it to me.
You can't wash it in the same water after all those pots and pans.
Why not?
It's all greasy. You'll never get it clean.
I've still got plenty of suds.
Well, I'll be.
Haven't you heard about Swan?
Swan keeps sudsing and sudsing. The grease-cuttingest suds you've ever seen. Watch. Other products often lose their suds doing dishes, lose the cleaning power you need for greasy pots and pans. But Swan suds keep working with you. The grease-cuttingest suds you've ever seen.
See? No grease.
That's great.
And it's nice to my hands, too.
Swan. Have to get some.
Swan keeps sudsing and sudsing and sudsing and sudsing.
The grease-cuttingest suds.
Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our sponsors and our staff, may we thank you for allowing us to be a part of your evening. So until next week, I'll say good night for now, and may God bless. Good night.
New Pink Liquid Swan, the dishwashing liquid with the long-lasting suds. The grease-cutting suds has brought you the second half of the Red Skelton Hour. This program was pre-recorded. Art Gilmore speaking.